Dr. Wingenroth, Mr. Zeller, Mr. Lopez, Mr. Smith, Mrs. Utz, Mr. Snyder, faculty, family, and my fellow graduates. I want to thank everyone for coming and supporting us tonight. Some special thanks to my mom, whose encouragement inspired me to do my best. And also my stepfather, Jack, who taught me to be someone that people can count on. I congratulate Jenna Peary, our valedictorian, for her hard work that finally paid off. Makes me feel a little bit better that I lost to someone who was a National Merit Scholar. As graduates of 2009, we face many challenges. An important quality that will ensure success will be the ability to be an effective leader. Leadership is important through every step of life, and leaders are very special people. Leaders aren't perfect, but they have qualities that set them apart from everyone else. When someone is a good leader, everyone around them knows it. The Bible is full of good leaders, and from some of these leaders I have chosen 4 qualities that I believe to be in every good Christian leader. The first quality of a good leader is that they seek God's will first. They go straight to the source of knowledge to make their decisions. They do not lean on their own understanding, but trust in God to take care of them and those they lead. The leader that comes to my mind is Moses. He led the people of Israel for many years and constantly had to seek out God's presence to know what to do. This was a great quality, making Moses a hero to the Jewish people. Another character trait that I think every good leader possesses is persistence. Nobody ever became great by giving up. Winston Churchill said it best, never, never, never give up. Everybody has times when they want to give up, but to be great, one has to persist until they overcome the obstacle. Nehemiah was a great leader for the Israelites. He was under constant attack while he was working on rebuilding his wall, but his persistence definitely paid off, and he went down in history as a great leader. Leaders also have to be courageous. Joshua's life is the definition of courage. This man took over one of the biggest jobs ever, leading a nation of people into a foreign land. He had some big shoes to fill, but he came in with courage and confidence, knowing that God rewards faithfulness. He took whole cities without hesitation and started a nation that would remain in the land he conquered for generations. He is a great role model how we should be confident, knowing that we have God on our side. The most important leadership quality to me, which is probably the most overlooked, is humility. I believe that humility is important for someone to be a truly good leader. We get the perfect example of a humble leader from none other than our Savior, Jesus Christ. He was God in the flesh and still chose to be as humble as a servant when he washed his followers' feet. Just hearing that story convinced me that humility is one of the most important things to look for in a good leader. But I do want to focus in on the life of Joshua. Joshua possessed all of these qualities and many more that made him a historic leader. He took over for Moses, who was a great leader for a long time. I think that many people in our class will have the same opportunity. We can look to the life of Joshua for encouragement and for a good example. He was a fierce fighter, and he was ready to fight for his people. We should also be ready to stand up and fight for what we believe in. He worked hard until the job was finished. Likewise, we need to make sure we put our whole heart into our work if we want to be successful. He sought out God's will before he made big decisions, and we need to do the same if we expect God to bless our decisions. And he maintained a life of integrity. This is an important part of being a leader, because people look to leaders for an example of how to live. Class of '09, we are going out into the world, and we are about to take on new challenges and new responsibilities. The choice is ours how those challenges will be met. I encourage you to meet those challenges like a leader, because God will bless our hard work. Every one of us is a leader in something, whether we accept the challenge or not. That is not the issue. The issue is whether or not you decide to be a good leader. I encourage you to follow the example of great leaders from the Bible and to model your life after theirs so that things go well with you. In my short years, I have seen many very good leaders and very poor leaders. But the good leaders that I have seen have had this in common. They loved the Lord and they loved others. Leadership to me is Coach Howe, waking up very early. Too early, actually. Every day, even though there were only 4 of us who came to work out before school. Leadership to me is Coach Adair and Coach Geyer stepping up and leading our football team to an amazing season, even after a rocky start. And giving us the opportunity to beat CSCA. Leadership to me is Mr. Cannon, taking up the challenge of senior fundraising. As many of you parents know, it can be frustrating at times. Leadership to me is our class president, Tim Savini, taking responsibility when something we planned didn't turn out so well. for all you who went to the town show. Leadership to me is when my friend Jordan let me know when I wasn't where I needed to be. All of these people have something in common. They accept their responsibility and put others before themselves. Everyone knows when they see a good leader, because a good leader demands your respect, not by their words, but by their deeds. These people have proven their faith by their works, as said in James, and others notice. These things contribute to them being great leaders, even if they don't recognize themselves as such. I encourage you all to follow these biblical principles of leadership, because I truly think they will make us all not only better leaders, but better Christians. Thank you all, and good luck, Class of '09.
Thank you, Lance. I feel better about our country when I hear people like that talk about leadership. Lance is a great leader, and we have a lot of them on the platform tonight. It's an honor for me to introduce our commencement speaker for 2009.